Madge, how much you've been enjoying good old Diablo 4.5, right? The reviews were so mixed though. I mean, it's hella fucking expensive. There's like no way I'm gonna buy it, but I just wanted to see if you were enjoying it or if you had any issues with it, because I think some people, half people had bugs and half people were like, this is great. What's it called? Is it Vulcan? Yeah. Yeah, that one. You've been playing that. I can see on Discord. That's why I love Discord. I love seeing what everyone's doing. Like, not what everyone's doing, like, not in a creepy way, but, like, it's cool seeing all the games everyone's playing and shit. Jesus Christ, you really go ham taro in your gamers. 140 hours already. The game's like not even actually out, isn't it? Isn't it just in like early access or something? Da, da, da. I swear, all games are like not actually released ever anymore. Like by the time the game comes out, you've already played the whole thing. Like at this point, people are just paying for unfinished stuff. Because there's no, like, it's fucking impossible for any developer to actually make a good game without an active player base. Like, the game could be good, but it's not going to be exactly what players want if they're not playing it and yelling at them the entire time while they slave over the video game. But it's like, it's so strange to me, like, how that works now. Like, as a streamer, you have to be ahead of everything, right? So if you're not playing shit in, like, alpha and beta, like, are you even relevant, bro? But then at the same time, I don't want to play unfinished stuff, and if things are going to change by the time it's actually released, like, I don't want to ruin my experience of the actual game. Attention spans are few and far between nowadays. Yeah, that's true too. That's the thing, yeah. So, like, if everyone else has been playing the game during alpha and beta and shit, which a game shouldn't even be fucking out at alpha. That's, like, not even an option. Like, an alpha is, like, that's, like, not for public consumption. Like, if you call your game an alpha and you release it, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, even Heroes of the Storm did that, and I'm just like, nani? But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like by the time I don't release that stuff. Yeah, exactly. We drew some sprites and added text. $70 pre-order, please. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but like, I don't know. I feel like if people have played 400 hours of a game in pre-release before I even get my hands on it because I just want to play it when it's out, there's like no point in me even streaming it because everyone's already experienced it by now anyway, or like no one's talking about it anymore. So by the time the game actually gets released, I'm not even excited about it anymore because everyone's already over it. Burnt out on Battlegrounds by people streaming it, so I haven't played a single game. Yeah. Yeah. See, like, that's really interesting. Which game? Oh, just in general. Oh my god, we got him, boys! Please catch this lad. If you don't catch him, I'll be so sad. Just early access stuff in general. Like, even TFT, Battlegrounds, like, all that stuff isn't actually launched yet. So I feel really weird playing it like it's actually a finished product. Like, even when Fortnite actually launched, there wasn't even any buzz about it. Like, it was probably even, like, in a less popular spot. Like, it was probably the least popular it's ever been during its actual launch phase. Because everyone was so into it already when it was, like, still in beta or, like, early access or whatever. And now it's like Fortnite 2 or some shit, but I'm like already well over it because it's been like 3 years people have been all over this game. Like, but yeah, I don't know. That stuff makes me feel weird. I'm like, why am I playing this if it's not the final product? Like, if I'm gonna play through the entire fucking game and finish it before the game is actually even finished, what's the point? What's the point? Why have I done that? Like, I didn't even get the full experience. I paid for half a product. And I put myself through half a product. Why? If you even paid for it. Well, I mean, yeah, so many free-to-plays. That's true too. And like, but that's the thing, is now we're in this really weird spot where consumers are the ones who, by voting with their wallets, say, yes, I would prefer to purchase a pre-release product that is half made for $80 rather than play a free-to-play game with whatever cosmetic items that the team uses to get paid from. Like, that's like, it's not like that because it's being forced on people that way. It's because that's the way that people have started spending more money. It's been more lucrative, so there's like no reason not to do it that way. But it's just, it's weird. It's so weird to me. Like, I've been in the game industry the whole time. Like, not the whole time, you know, I'm still a youngin', but I was on the development side for many years, and it was even strange watching people who've spent thousands of dollars on a free-to-play game contact me through email to yell at me about how mad they are, how angry they are, that they have to spend thousands of dollars in a free-to-play game. And I'm like, but you don't. You don't. You chose to fucking do that, bro. If you didn't do that, we wouldn't have a job. And that wouldn't be the way it is. But you're one of the people choosing to do that. So that's what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? On the other hand, buying a game in beta can help develop it into a more full game. Yes, exactly. So it's like this weird, like, double-edged sword of people pay the money. So you have, like, a bunch of people who pay the money in order for a product that's being made to be finished better than what it would have if it was just finished and launched, so that the people who don't want to play it in early access and want a good game can buy it once it's launched and enjoy it when it's finished. Like essentially Madge is helping me play a better game once it's actually out. If that makes it's so wild, like, how things have evolved that way. But people love free-to-play games, spend 20 plus hours and refuse to give the company that makes the game they love a penny. Yeah, that's true too. That's so true too. I'm going to enjoy this game for free for 400 hours and not give you a cent. You greedy bastards. I can't imagine how many people who have like thousands of hours logged in Apex feel about that shit. Hey, meme. It makes sense for a small business though, yeah. But I mean, there are so many indie devs these days though. Like, and a lot of the publishers who are working with smaller studios. So like if EA was working with a smaller, typically indie studio, they're not necessarily just throwing money at the studio to make the game. They're throwing their marketing dollars at that company to make the game. So like the marketing and development would be considered separate things. So in order for them to actually create the game, they'll do some marketing to generate interest and to generate like revenue during the development or like ahead of the development or whatever, and for like a massive launch campaign and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's it depends on what deal they have. And it depends on like what the executive team of each of those places want the relationship to look like, I guess. So we have most of our lads. Good talk, chat. Good talk. Aren't new young gamers quite snowflakey? I don't know. I don't have the research to suggest that. But I would also be curious to see a study that proves that big studios like EA are at fault for the way that Kickstarter campaigns have taken over the world. New panels? Wait, what? Oh, in my profile? I don't know, probably. That was a little, I think that was last year. At the end of last year. Just spend $5 a month on the company that is giving you hundreds of hours of enjoyment each month. Yeah. Yeah. But see, that's the same reason why I haven't like resubbed to Final Fantasy 14 or whatever. So many Kickstarter games aren't complete or playtested. Yeah, a lot of... Well, that's the thing too, is like Kickstarters are... They can be a little bit troublesome because I'm fairly certain that even if the project doesn't necessarily come to fruition, like you don't get your money back. Like you've made a risky investment on something that you want to succeed, but that doesn't mean that it will, and that doesn't mean that the money's going to do anything. So I've always been like really iffy about that stuff. Like there was one Kickstarter that took like 5 years to send to get anywhere that I backed a while back, and I was just like, oh my god, I forgot this thing even existed. Like by the time it came out, I wasn't even into RTS games anymore. So I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay, I suppose we go back to the wild area and try to level these boys up. Or something. Oh shit, I have to... I have to actually heal my Charizard. Money and maybe good, emotions out, maybe bad, yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff on Steam, that's for sure. Like, ever since they did their whole, like, green light thing, or basically just let whoever upload stuff, it's just like, ugh. There are some gems on there, that's for sure. Like, I almost want to go on there and just pick out the most fucked up shit I can find and stream it. Play it on stream. But then that's so risky too. Because it's like, you never know what's going to be in there, fam. Angry comment. Yeah, they ended up canning it, hey. They just made it like a behind the scenes thing instead of a public facing thing. Pretty much. Do 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 do. Pretty feather. You can gripe on the Steam store page. Worst game ever, full of bugs, 400 hours played. Yeah. Oh my god, the amount of times I've seen that shit, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Shit game, 0.2 hours play. Like when they haven't even given it a chance. Oh, where? But I want it. I'll probably kill it by accident. Debated. I love how my closed caption actually translates debated as a word. That's brilliant. CSGO going free to play was an interesting move. Yeah, but it works. Like, you have people like Trainwrecks opening 400 fucking caches of shit every other week. Or every other day, even. Yeah, the weapon box things. Like, oof, man. That's some fucking money right there. Like, cosmetics are the way. Oh, guys, a whole bunch of trash. Oh, no. I don't want none of that trash. Trash.